What's up? Christy One Love Fellowship for Followers of Christ. I just need to vent some frustration this morning. I apologize if it comes out negative. I don't mean to be negative. I'm just a little annoyed. I'm annoyed for a lot of reasons, but my mom had been especially hostile to me, and I could tell that she was punishing me for something, and, of course, instead of just telling me what was upsetting her, she decides to be passive-aggressive and do things that she knows is going to create conflict for me. So yesterday I asked her, I was like, have I done something to upset you? And then she says, it's my incense. When I burn incense at night as part of my prayer routine. She was like, I know that's part of your, and I'm like, yeah, it is. It's part of my ritual, And I was like, but if it bothers you, I'll do it outside, I guess. It's frustrating because I need to do it in my sleeping space. And also part of the reason that I do it is to help me sleep, because what bothers me is the heavy cigarette smoke from her and her live-in boyfriend being chain smokers and just constantly sitting there smoking cigarettes. And they don't, I want to wait until everyone goes to bed to do the things I need to do, but they don't go to bed. They stay up all night, even though I have to sleep in the dining room and they know I have to get up and go to work. But it's fine. I get it. In her mind, she's getting back at me for perceived slights, which were never slights to begin with. Like, she never sees the things that I do to accommodate her. She never sees the things that I do to go above and beyond out of my way to help her. She only sees the things that bother her. And I'm getting a lot of that energy right now. I'm getting it from my boss. I'm getting it from the people I live with. I'm getting it from everywhere, and I can't stand it. It's so frustrating, especially because I'm constantly being accused of that. Like, I'm constantly being accused of finding fault. And the thing is, I'm not the one finding fault. I was trying to find positive things to be happy about, but everyone around me is constantly being passive-aggressive and finding fault with me, and if I don't acknowledge that and speak on that, I'm just going to continue to repeat these cycles, and I don't want to do that. So anyway, what really frustrates me about it is that I know that my mom doesn't mind the incense. She actually likes it. She likes the smell. When I lived there before, I had this really nice incense burner, and we used to burn incense quite a bit. And that, she's the one who got me into burning, when I was a kid, you know what I mean? That's part of her core personality, but she pretends to be someone she's not to please people around her. And because I guess my aunt decided that she has a problem with it, even though the first night that I did it, she said, what's that smell? And I said, it's incense. Is it bothering you? She goes, no, it's okay. You know what I mean? But then she went and passively aggressively complained about it behind my back to my mom. So it's just frustrating. It's frustrating living with people who are getting close to 70 years old and still haven't figured out how to be emotionally mature about things. I'm not trying to be mean about it. I'm not trying to throw them under the bus. It's just frustrating because it's like instead of seeing that the issue is them, it's in them, it's theirs. Whether it's because they're envious of me, whether it's because they're jealous of me, whether it's because they just outright hate me. That's the energy I get a lot too, just outright hate. I hate you for even existing. I'm not the problem. They're just targeting me. They're just directing their issues towards me so that they don't have to deal with them themselves. And I wish I could communicate with them. You know what I mean? I really do. I really wish I could just sit down calmly and honestly have a conversation, but I can't, because these are the types of people who, if you attempt to confront them with the truth, they will attack you because they can't handle it. And to them, you confronting them with the truth is the problem. The truth that they're refusing to accept and deal with is not the problem. You pointing it out is the problem. So I just have to hold my tongue and bide my time and try to get along as best as I can. And it's just really frustrating because, I'm I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place, as they say, and I want to be respectful and I want to be accommodating, but also, like, at what point does anyone ever bother to stop and consider, the ways in which I'm being slighted? You know what I mean? Like, I am so tired of being shoved into this box of, well, your needs don't matter, and, what you're going through is your stuff, and you need to deal with that, and you should just be grateful that we're even here for you. Like, really? You're my mom. You're my mother. You gave birth to me. I exist because of you, and you treat me like I am the biggest inconvenience and burden ever, when I am literally the only one who was there for you. When you needed someone the most, I'm the only one who was there for you, despite everything you did to me, despite everything you put me through. I dropped everything and I came there to be with you, to help you through a hard time. And it just frustrates me because I know my mom, and I know on a certain level she's better than this. But she is so afraid of being alone in the world that she will allow other people around her who do not have her best interests at heart whatsoever to influence her into treating me like absolute garbage. I had this same experience with someone that I was really in love with as well. He did the same thing. He allowed others around him to influence him into treating me like absolute garbage. And now both of them want me to continue this pretend play fantasy of I'm just going to forget everything that, any of you ever did to harm me, and I'm just going to fall on my knees and be so grateful that you're willing to take me back, when it's literally the opposite. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean to be arrogant about it, because I'm not arrogant about it. Like, I just need you to acknowledge what you did and do better. That's all I need. But, like, you guys act like that's asking too much, and I don't know what to do about that. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here, because I'm not trying to vent, like, a lot of negativity. It's just I'm getting really frustrated, and I don't really have an outlet. I have therapy, but that's got its own issues, and I'm just starting to feel really alone again, especially now that I don't get to be alone at all. Now that I have to be around others 24/7 and I don't get any space to myself. It's really starting to get to me, and yeah, anyway, I don't know, pray for me. I don't know who this will help, or if it'll help anyone at all, but I hope it helps someone today. Just remember, you are loved, you are forgiven, you can be saved, no matter who you are. I know that's probably the worst angle, like I probably had you looking straight up my nose, right? It's all good, I can't see my screen, so whatever. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, no matter what you've done or what's been done to you, you can repent, you can be redeemed. Much love.